Hi there, I'm Chris from Roger and Chris, and I'm here today to answer an important question. What depth of Chesterfield do I want? Our Higgins Chesterfield comes in 4 different depths, and it gets a little bit complicated. So the standard depth on Higgins is 42 inches overall. So the very front of the sofa to the very back of the sofa where it has that little roll to it, that's 42 inches. It gives you a seat depth of about 24, 25 inches, which is healthy, nice and deep. It's deep enough that I can take a nap on it, be comfortable. 42 inches is pretty standard for most of our sofas. They're all in that range for the most part. Now, if you are looking for something a little bit deeper, we have a 46-inch extended depth. What does that do? It adds 4 inches. It's that simple. So instead of 42 overall, it's now 46 overall, and those 4 inches all go into the seat. So you now go from 25-ish to 29-ish. That's nice deep seat. That's going to be too deep for a lot of people unless you really like to kind of curl up in the sofa, in which case it's perfect. But if you want something to really lounge in, I think that's a nice option to consider. It does start to take up a lot of space in your home, so I think carefully consider whether you have the room for it. But certainly something we can do. Now, let's say you want to go shallower. We have 2 ways of doing that, and Higgins is unique in that it's the only sofa in our line where we can do this. If you want to save a little space, if you're short on square footage, we can do a 38-inch depth, so going from the 42 down to 38. But we can do it in one of 2 ways. The first way is exactly the opposite of that extended depth. We just take 4 inches off the seat cushion. So all of a sudden, instead of having a 42 with a 25-inch seat depth, we have a 38 with about a 21-inch seat depth. That can be a little shallow. I think if you're shorter in stature, it can work perfectly well. If you have a more formal setting where you want people to be able to socialize but not necessarily recline too much, that can work. If it's going into a lobby or a commercial setting, again, that can be an appropriate choice. But if it's your home sofa, in most cases, I think it's probably not the best bet. So let's say you still need that extra saved space. You still need to get it down to 38 inches. We have another way of doing that that's a little bit distinct. Instead of adjusting the seat depth, we'll keep that at that 25-inch seat depth. What we do is remove that back roll. So that back roll, just kind of kicks out over the back of the sofa. We just make it flat instead. So it looks exactly the same from the front, kind of from the side, but from the back it's flat. Where would you use this? Well, it's great in a setting where the sofa is going to be going up against a wall, up against a piece of furniture, maybe you have a sofa table, something like that. It's not great if you're going to float the sofa. The whole thing about the Chesterfield sofa that's great is that it floats beautifully in a room. It's beautiful from every angle. This is going to make it less attractive, I think, from the back. So you're going to really only want to use it in certain circumstances. But it's really nice if you have an apartment, if you have we work with a lot of people who have living rooms that are kind of like, they're really long, but they're kind of shallow. That would be a good option for you there. Or again, if you have a sofa table, you're always going to have a sofa table with some lamps on it or something like that, and you just need a little extra space. Good option for you. So, regular depth 42, 46 for the extended depth, 38-inch for the shallower, and 38-inch flat back if you need to shave that little back roll thing off. Hey, thanks so much for watching our video. We've got a whole lot of other videos on similar topics related to furniture and design, so I hope you do check those out. Maybe subscribe to our channel, hop over to our website, and if you have any questions, give us a ring. We'll be happy to answer any questions you can throw at us.